And speaking of the vaccine procurement here, as we reported before, there has been a drama going on, and it turned to be a political debate after Thanathorn made remarks on the vaccine procurement by the government, which he has criticized. And so far, Thanathorn attended a hearing at the criminal court this morning to support his petition, asking the court to rescind its order to remove from social media his comment criticizing the government's vaccine procurement plan via Siam Bioscience, which allegedly referred to the monarchy. The Ministry of Digital Economy and Society had previously secured an injunction in the criminal court to remove Thanathorn's live stream from Facebook and YouTube. Before attending the hearing today, Thanathorn insisted that since the monarchy is part of the Thai society, it is the right of Thai people to comment about the institution, as long as such comments are made in good faith with no ill intention towards the institution and are for the good of society. However, Thanathorn admitted that he is not sure whether the court will agree, but he hopes that it will understand his intention in criticizing the government's handling of the COVID-19 vaccine procurement. If we all remember, in his live stream comment last month, Thanathorn implied that the government was biased in favor of Siam Bioscience, a company owned by the Crown Property Bureau, by making it the only company to procure the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. He also questioned why the government had only sourced vaccines from AstraZeneca and not from other manufacturers, and why only some groups of people will have access to the vaccines. Thanathorn again repeated his demand that all Thais must have access to the vaccines, citing the case of Israel, which has targeted 100% inoculation of its population, and several other countries which have already vaccinated millions of their people, while the Thai government cannot specify how many Thais will receive the vaccines or when. He also insisted that his previous comment and his statement today are intended to protect the interests of all Thai taxpayers to make sure that their money is spent in a worthwhile way. Previously, the Public Health Minister Anutin Chanvirakul clarified the details of the vaccine deal after Thanathorn's live stream. If we remember, he said that it took quite a long time for officials to negotiate the best deal for Thailand, which he admitted that during the negotiations with several potential vaccine suppliers, there were both legal and budgetary limitations, as well as the conditions set by the manufacturers. But at the end, the Public Health Ministry and the National Vaccine Institute ended up choosing the vaccine from Oxford AstraZeneca, which represented the best deal.
And also the high official ranking from the Public Health Ministry also said that AstraZeneca, Thailand submit several organizations for AstraZeneca to choose, and they end up selected only Siam Bioscience to be the one that get the technology transfer and to be the manufacturer in Thailand. And about the Thanathorn comment on that he wants to make sure everyone have access to vaccine, the Prime Minister actually said earlier already that everyone have access to vaccine, and the Thailand, the Prime Minister and Mr. Anutin actually was talking about this, that Thailand will inoculate everyone, but of course based on voluntarily basis. But they will at the end of this year inoculate half the population, and after that, when it's become widely available, they have to make sure everybody get inoculated, and that's the plan.